Okay, we are here. I am in my recording studio, and I'm here to check out the new version of Arturia Analog Lab 5. I've been using Analog Lab 4 for a really long time. I like the program. I like the software. It's pretty cool. You can't front on that because, they just give you a bunch of different instruments, banks, sounds from like their V collection, throw it all into Analog Lab. And then you have something that's pretty interesting and pretty dope that you can use when you're trying to be creative and you're trying to create really cool music. So right now what you're looking at is my Persona Studio 1.5. I'm going to use Analog Lab 5 as a VST with that. So let's pop it in right now. Let's go here. And there we have it. So right off the bat, what you can see is this looks really different. I mean, take a look. This is the home screen right here. This is the home page. So now you have icons, everything laid out like right in front of your face, right up front, just like, hey, what are you looking for? Are you looking for instruments? Are you looking for what type? What type of sound are you looking for? Are you looking for a bass sound? Are you looking for keys, pads, whatever, piano? You have your sound banks right here. And right below that, you have your designers, and there are also pages, so you can paginate, just go from one page to the next. And I think this here has over 36 different instruments, and that's pretty amazing, isn't it? And then obviously you can go through all your types and things like that, your different sort of sounds you're looking for. Again, bass, brass, wind, things like that. Drums. Yes, you can even do drums on this here. And I mean, this right here is just so much different than Analog Lab 4. And again, Analog Lab 4 is, it's a really great program. It's a great software. You're getting exactly what you get with Analog 4. But the difference is they updated the UI and the UX. And that's what a lot of companies don't understand. They may have a really great product, a really great software, but the UI, the UX, the user experience, the user interface is sort of clunky, or it's flat, or it's not exciting. You can't get to things like really quickly. You have to click a few times before you get to what you want to get to. This right here is very straightforward. On this specific version of Analog Lab 5, I have over 7,000 sounds presets. I think that's, 7,177. And so again, you have your tabs on the left. You have a few tabs up here to the top here. So again, you're in home, and then you can also go into Explore. Now, when you go into Explore, this gives you all of your sounds right here. Now, you do have the ability to then go in and create search parameters. So let's say you want to use a specific instrument, something like a piano, a grand piano, an upright piano, a multi-instrument. This gives you the ability to layer different instruments. So if you wanted to layer like a piano and maybe something else, like a DX7, you could do that. Then you can go into types, what sort of sound are you looking for? Bass. Here's bass, you have bass lines, digital bass, hard bass, pluck bass, whatever. Pads, everything. You also have styles. Now, I think this is really sick. This is dope because you can go in and you can say, hey, I'm looking for a specific style based on this specific genre. So let's say if I wanted acid, and I also wanted something to be a little housey, maybe even some lo-fi in there as well. And then my characteristics here are dry, analog, short. I'm gonna go analog. And then it tells me based on those parameters, I have one result. So let's listen to that result there. And that's just a very basic sound, but if I go clear, again, now I have the search parameters. I can go in and let's say if I just wanted to search for styles and I wanted to go house. And then let's say type, I wanted to go, let's go bass, and I want a bass line. And so I have 11 presets that came up. So let's go in, let's check one out. Pretty cool, right? And then the other thing you have is the store. Now the store is pretty cool. It has all the sound packs that are sold by this company, Arturia. And you can listen to them. I think you can even do a 7 or 14-day trial. Very extensive collection here. In the scheme of things, they're not that expensive, just based on what other companies may be charging you as well. So I really like this here. So, and again, you can purchase it right from here because obviously it's connected to your control center. And if you have a payment method connected to it, then you can just purchase it right here within this software. That's pretty cool. And then my library are just, recently played sounds or presets, things I liked. If you go into, let's go back to home, and then let's go into the sounds here. Like to the left of each sound preset, you can select the heart icon, and that will add that into your like folder. So if I did, let me go here. If I did bass house and then I went back into my like, then there's my bass house right there. And then I have some save presets. There are some things I heard, some things I modified, and now I have those in my saved presets. And then you have your banks. These are things that you may have created and banks that you also bought as well. So, these are some free downloads that I received, which, kind of gave me presets or sounds up to over 7,000. So that's pretty cool too. And then you have your demo playlist. I'm not really interested in that. And Analog Lab 3 playlist. Again, not interested in that as well. You can also create new playlists as well. So again, if you go up to home, back into your home, you have everything here. And then on the top, you have library, studio, and stage. So in your studio here, now this is kind of cool. Now, again, they had this on the previous version, but it wasn't set up like this. The user experience, the user interface, again, has been updated with Analog Lab 5, which is awesome. Now you have the ability to see what you're doing, and you can add up to 2 additional effects to each sound you select. So let's say if I wanted to add an effect here and I wanted to add like maybe distortion, and then I can just, play with it here. That's pretty cool, I mean, you get to see this stuff, it's just like, I love that you can just, we're all doing stuff that's in a box in terms of digital audio workstations. And to be able to see this stuff and then to, just dial it in and figure out exactly what type of sound you want, that's pretty cool. So yeah, and so that's only one effect. So let's say if I wanted to add a phaser. There's my phaser. You can turn that off too. So if I wanted to turn off my distortion, my phaser is just on. I can turn off my phaser. My phaser's off. I can turn off my delay. And because I'm using the Minilab MK2, which is also like a very small MIDI keyboard by Arturia, everything is already MIDI mapped. So as you can see here, my master, I can control my master treble, everything else here. I can control my volume here, my master mids, my master bass here. Where's my master bass? There's my master bass. And here you can dial in and create the sort of sound you want so that it's not sounding like it's something that just comes right out of the package, right off the shelf. You want to take those sounds and you want to modify them. You want to dial them in. You want to make sure that you're creating a sound that works for you, that's different, that's new for you, and not something that's just out the box. So that's pretty cool. So Analog 5, this was under the radar too, because I had been playing with Analog 4, and then all of a sudden I went into my control center. There's an update available. And then when I updated, Analog 5 was available, and I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. And I just started trying it out, testing it, and I was like, okay, this is next level. So I'm really feeling this here. So again, this was a quick video just on the new look version of Analog Lab 5. If you have a chance, go pick it up, or I'm quite sure they have a trial you can check out. It's a great plugin. It's a great program. You can have a lot of fun with this. So until next time, peace.